Hello. Okay, today I am doing my currently inked for December. Before I get started, I want to make sure that I let everybody know that if you are opening the Diamine inkvent calendar, then you may want to wait to watch this because I have several, let me see, 1, 2, 3, I have 4 of my currently inked are part of the inkvent calendar. Ranging from day, I don't know, 2 to 14 or 20 something, I don't even know. But so if you still want to be surprised for the Diamine inkvent calendar, then I would click off and come back after you've opened it up, and there we go. Okay, so let's get started. I have my Hobonichi notebook that I'm using with the Tomorrow River paper for my ink journal for the year. This is everything. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I basically stamp out how many inks I'm going to be inking up, and then I fill them in, write the name of the ink, and etc. And then I go through and I do these bigger swatches to give you more of the ink's properties. Okay, so we will get started. I am starting it off with the first one, which is an ink I got from Jayne at JP Pen Ink. This is her mix. She mixed Ferris Presses buttered popcorn with Ruby Royal Flush. And I got this, I want to say October, maybe she sent this. I can't really remember the exact time that it came, but it's got that shimmer in there. Get it all mixed up, but I couldn't wait. I knew I wanted to ink it up in December. It's just a beautiful Christmassy type color. It's got that shimmer in. And I have this inked up in my brand new pen. If you saw my little I don't know, 2-3 minute video I did of an unboxing of this. This one I just got. It is the Laban 325 in the colorway Flame. It has a fine nib on it. Sorry, I write sideways, so. Okay, so we have, the ink is Jayne's mix with Ferris Press, buttered popcorn, and Ruby Royal Flush. And this is inked up in my brand new Laban 325 and Flame. And this is in a fine nib. This writes really smooth. I'm really glad I got this. It was one I got from the Atlas Stationer's Black Friday sale. I had bought this one, which is the Laban 325 in Snow. I got this one at the Detroit Pen Show, and I liked it a lot. This one is in an extra fine nib, and I liked it a lot that when I saw these ones on sale, I had to grab it, and I got it in a fine. So that is number 1. Okay, set that off to the side, that off to the side. My next one is from the inkvent calendar for this year. It is Noble Fur. It is a shimmer ink, as well as this one is a shimmer ink. It is a shimmer ink. This is actually a Starbright ink, so it's got lots of shimmer. Very bright shimmer. You can already see the shimmer. Okay, And this one I have inked up. Let me shake that just a little bit, get the shimmer going, which I don't think I did for that one, so there might not be any shimmer in that sample. But I have it in my Esterbrook Esty in Sea Glass. And this has a fine nib, but it was, a medium nib, but I had it ground down to a cursive smooth italic from Kirk's Beer at Pen Realm. So this is Diamine Inkvent 24, and this is, Noble Fur, and this is in my Esterbrook Esty in Sea Glass, and this has a cursive smooth italic. Man, look at that shimmer. I don't know if you guys can see that shimmer already. And that is number 2. Okay, set that aside. Number 3 is another Inkvent. This one I have inked up in my Banu Hollywood, and I got this as an Atlas exclusive Banu, and I have Chilly Nights from the Diamine Inkvent calendar inked up with that, and this is also a Star Bright. So let's get that shimmer going. Okay. Get some of that shimmer moving around in the pen. Okay. This is Diamine Inkvent 24, and this is Chilly Nights. This is inked up in my New Euphoria in the colorway Hollywood, and this has a fine nib. And there is number 3. Okay, that aside. Number 4, we have Salted Caramel, and this is a shimmer. This is also the third of the 4 for Inkvent. I love this color. This one and one other one that's very similar to this in the Inkvent. This one I have inked up in my Banu Euphoria Gold Coast. This is also from, I believe this is the other Atlas Stationers exclusive that I have. Oh, hold on, there's shimmer. Let me get that moving a little bit. Okay. Am I still in frame? Okay. This is Diamine Inkvent 24. This is Salted Caramel in my New Euphoria and Gold Coast. And this also has a fine nib. I thought that ink really, really looked good with that part of the Banu. All right, there's number 4. Number 5, the last one of the inkvent, is Wilted Rose. And this one is a standard. I don't know why I'm shaking it. This one is a standard ink. I love this color so much. It's just this muted, dusty, pink, rosy color. And I have this one inked up in my Esterbrook SD in white. What do we have in this? Is this a fine? Yes, with a fine nib. Okay. This is Diamine Inkvent 24. Wilted Rose. This is in my Esterbrook SD in white. And this is also a fine nib. And there is number 5. Number 6. This is a Birmingham Pen Company ink. This is Blue-Faced Honey Eater. This is such a pretty blue. And normally I'm not really I don't tend to go for blues. I usually don't, but I've been kind of liking them lately. Okay. This one I have inked up in my new pen. This is from Relic Pens. My son actually bought me this for my birthday just a couple weeks ago. It is beautiful. Just look at that resin. Oh, love it so much. Okay, this one is Birmingham Pen Company. And this is Blue-Faced Honey Eater. And this is in my Relic Pens. And this colorway is called Bog Monster. And this is in a, I believe it's an extra fine. Writes like a fine, but it is in an extra fine. And that is color, or ink number 6. Okay, last but not least, I got this sample from Julia at Julia here. And this is the wet pen ink and in the color Blackberry. Okay. Okay, let's see. I might have to do, I don't think this fits. Hang on, let me look. Little pipette. Let's swirl that around. Oh, what a pretty color. Ooh, that's a lot of ink. Hold on. Let me see if I can. All right. And that one I have inked up in my Olive Frog Designs pen. This is the contour model, and the color is Purple Wine. I bought this at the Detroit Pen Show. Her pens are so comfortable, like they're just so comfortable to write with. Okay, the ink is the wet pen in Blackberry, and this is Olive Frog Designs contour model in Purple Wine, and I have this in a Flex Fine. So I'm still getting used to it. I clearly don't know how to write with this pen yet. I don't know if it's coming into focus, but it is a Flex Fine. Look at her little logo on that nib. Love it so much. I'm still trying to get used to that. I do have a fine nib that I can replace this with that I also got from her at the same time, just in case I struggled too much with the fine flex. But okay, and that is that match. All right, I am going to stop the video for a moment and let these dry for a second, flip the page, and start doing my ink swatches like I do here. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So we're going to start our big swatches, probably in the same order that we went for when I named them. I don't know why I just don't do this with like a, what do you call it, a pipette. Because I think when I do with a pipette, I just get too much ink on the page. All right, we're going to take our sandwich bag. We're going to start moving this ink around. Isn't this such a pretty red? Jane, if you're watching, you did such a good job. I really, really like this a lot. Get some of those little dots down. Don't know if I put enough ink, but that's okay. And then we will grab our pen. Let me roll this around since I didn't do it the last time. And then, okay, so this is Ferris wheel press. Buttered popcorn, and Ruby Royal Flush. And then I'm going to put over here Jayne's Mix. And this is inked up in my Le Bon 325 in Flame, and this has a fine nib. All right. Love that match. Okay. Second one is Noble Fur. It's got that Starbright shimmer. That is definitely super, super shimmery. Oop. Gotta get in the glass. Okay. Get our see which bag. I'm just over off to the side here. If you can hear my paper bag, I'm just wiping it off to be ready for the next one. Okay. Oh, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but holy cow. That is some massive shimmer. I'm going to have fun writing with this month. All right, and this is in, oh, did I put my paper behind there? Oh, I did. Okay, and this is Diamine. Inkvent 24. Noble Fur. Okay, and this is in my Esterbrook Esty and Sea Glass. This has a cursive smooth italic. And there you go. I think it's a pretty good match. Okay, let's go on to the next set of pages. Okay, the next one we have is Diamine Inkvent Chilly Nights. Did I forget the other L on that other one? No, I don't think so. All right. Sorry, I just sneezed. This is a Star Bright ink as well. Yes. I will say that, you know, even though I'm not a big fan of like the sheen inks, I thought outside of the sheen inks that Diamine did a pretty good job this year. I like several of the inks, and even the ones that I'm not a fan of, I think I'm gonna try them in a pen. You know, just to give them a chance. I'm gonna try the sheeners. I'm gonna try all of them, just to give it a chance, because you know sometimes they look better in when you write with them. You know, I went over a little too far. Okay, this is Diamine Inkvent 24, and this is called Chilly Nights. This is in my Benu Euphoria in Hollywood, and this one has a fine nib. I thought that was a pretty good match for that pen. Okay, then we have Salted Caramel. Can't remember what this ink reminds me of. It's a Ferris wheel press ink, and I have a sample of it, or like one of those, what you call it, one of those charger sets. I don't remember if it's Oyster Hour or if it's a different one. I can't quite remember, but it kind of reminds me of a Ferris wheel press ink. If it comes to me, I'll say it. Okay, this one I have in my other Banu. Get that shimmer going. Diamine, inkvent, 24. And this is salted caramel. And this is in the New Euphoria. Gold Coast. And a fine nib. Oh, look at that shimmer. And I'll do close-ups of these when they have dried. Okay. And the next one is Wilted Rose. Just a beautiful muted dusty color. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that color is. It's just, you know what, this is a romantic color. Like, it just reminds me of like vintage romance. I don't know if that makes sense. It's probably because I'm in the middle of doing a book journal and my theme is kind of vintage romance is the theme I'm kind of going for in my book journal. I plan on posting that I plan on, once I'm finished with my book journal, I plan on posting like a reel of it. Ooh. So hair. Okay. Maybe I'll use this color and paint in my book journal. It's definitely the vibe that I'm going for. And this is Wilted Rose. And this is in my Esterbrook Esty in, is there like another name for this? Winter White, I think. Oh, I think it is Winter White. And this is in a fine nib. All right, there's that one. I'm hoping okay, I'm still in frame. Sometimes I just get caught up. I don't pay no attention if I've moved or moved the book or whatever the case may be. Okay, and then we have Blue-Faced Honey Eater is our next ink. We've gotten snow the last couple days. Not a whole lot, but enough. that I don't want to venture out in it. Especially when I just recently got back from Hawaii and the weather was absolutely gorgeous. It was pretty much low 70s into the 80s the entire week I was there. That is a wet ink. I forget how wet that ink is. Okay, and this is in my Bog Monster pen from Relic. And this is such a smooth pen. Okay, hopefully I don't get none on my hand. We've got Birmingham Pen Company. And this is blue faced honey eater. This is in my, oops, spelling, Relic pen. Bog Monster. And this is in an extra fine nib. And there's that one. Ow. Okay. Then we have, last but not least, the wet pen Blackberry. And I'll have to do the little pipette for this. Right. And I got a little bit of water right there. This is a very lubricated ink, so I might have to switch out the nib. Very, very lubricated. I probably put a little too much. See, this is what happens when I use a pipette. Put way too much ink. Less is more. Okay. And this is in my Olive Frog design in Purple Wine. Okay. We have the wet pen, and this is Blackberry. My Olive Frog Designs contour model in Purple Wine. And this is a fine flex. And that will be the last one. Okay, so I also have a couple carryovers because I just can't really seem to un-ink them because I really am enjoying writing with them. This one has about that much left. This is a eyedropper. And let me get my little thing over here. This one is my, this is actually Diamine Inkvent 24. Which one was this one? Wishing Tree. And it's in my Jayne B126 clear. I think this isn't, oh, just a regular fine, if I'm not mistaken. So these are my carryovers from November. And then I have this one. Which is Mango, Tin Woodman, and my Twisby Diamond 580 in nickel. And this has an extra fine. This is such a great pairing. I love this pairing so much, and it writes so wonderful. And then we have this big boy. This is my Jayne 9019, and I have this one inked up. This is such a great writer. This is Monteverde Moonstone, which is a great ink. It's like this taupey brown. This one is this gonna be Jayne 9019 in clear, and this one has an extra fine. Yep. And then my Laban 325 in Snow. This is a great pairing too. I absolutely loved writing with this. I found myself really reaching for really all three of these. This is Birmingham Pen Co. I have to go down, I think. Petrified Wood. This is in my Bond 325 Snow with an extra fine nib. Wasn't real sure about the extra fine nib when I first got it and started writing with it, but within minutes I was absolutely loving the way it writes. Okay, so we have the honorable mentions, or not even honorable mentions, my carryovers. Let me get this out of the way. These are my carryovers, and these are my currently inked, and that is my currently inked, as you see. Okay, I'm going to do a close-up of these so you can get a better view of them. Okay, we have Jayne's mix that has Ferris wheel press. You know what? Instead of doing the close-up on these ones, I'm going to go straight to these ones so you can actually see them. Okay, there we have Ferris wheel press, buttered popcorn, and ruby royal flush. That's a tongue twister. See a little bit of the shimmer there. And then we have Diamine Inkvent 24 Noble Fur. Look at that, it's like diamonds. And that's in my Esterbrook SD Sea Glass. Then we have Chilly Nights. That's got some beautiful shimmer. And then we have, ooh, look at that gold, the salted caramel. I'm so excited. Oh, look at the shimmer and the writing too. That turned out nice. And then we have Wilted Rose, that beautiful dusty rose color. And then we have Birmingham Pen Company, Blue-Faced Honey Eaters, just this beautiful, I don't know if it's teal or turquoise blue, but it kind of runs on that side of the family. Just a beautiful blue. And then, last but not least, we have the Wet Pen Blackberry. Looks a little darker in the video. It's actually a little bit lighter of a purple, kind of a pinky undertone. Such a pretty color. But yes, that is my currently inked for December. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and if you like this content that I'm doing, then please hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Bye.